Have you all written? So I'm asking you students, have you all written this one? Up to this, any doubts is there? Okay, so we can go forward. So is my voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
The voice and the content is visible properly? Yes or no? So now after this one, see, this is the table what we written for magnitude and slope characteristics. So now the second part of this particular Bode-Plot numerical is we need to have the phase. Okay, so phase is phi of omega. So in that phi of omega, so we need to find the angle. So in this particular angle, so this is called as what g of g into h of j omega. Directly I can write it. So in this particular g into h of j omega, so we need to find the angle of each and every factor. What is the first factor? The first factor is saying that angle of 10 divided by j omega. That is the first factor. Okay. So here and next is what plus angle of 1 divided by 1 plus 0.5 j omega plus angle 1 divided by 1 plus 0.1 j omega. So three factors are there. So angle of each and every factor we need to find out. Okay. So in this particular factor, what exactly happen is, okay. So here the angle of the common whatever constant term is 0. Okay. So now here the j omega is there. So we can find out like tan inverse of imaginary divided by real part. Okay. So here what exactly happens? So tan inverse of like this, you can write it imaginary divided by real part. So when you're writing the tan inverse of imaginary by real part, okay, so 1 divided by tan inverse, you can write it. So because 10, we can, in the numerator, we cannot find the angle for it, okay, its angle is 0. So here what exactly happens, j omega is this 1 by j omega will be left out. So 1 divided by j omega, that means what? 1 divided by tan inverse, it will be left. So 1 divided by tan inverse, it will implies minus tan inverse of angle. So minus tan inverse of imaginary divided by real part, you can calculate. So here, what is the thing is minus tan inverse of. So imaginary is what omega. So real part is 0. Okay. So here once again plus so minus tan inverse of 0.5 omega divided by 1. Okay. So here plus of minus tan inverse of 0.1 omega divided by 1. So here you can see that in this particular C, for example, if you take this particular factor, so here 1 is the numerator, so numerator angle is 0, so anything constant value is 0. So that is why 0 is we are not going to take it. So here what exact, because why, how it comes 0, because you can see that tan inverse of, so imaginary part is not not there, that means what 0 divided by real part is 1. So anything by 1 is anything, 0 by anything is 0. So tan inverse of 0 it will become, tan inverse of 0 is 0. That is why you can get like this. Okay, so 0 minus of this particular angle. So you need to calculate this particular value. Clear? Is it clear to you? So this is the equation. So if you just tan inverse of, see, anything by 0 is infinity, tan inverse of infinity is 90 degrees. So I can say that minus 90 degree. So I can simplify this as minus tan inverse of 0.5 omega minus tan inverse of once again 0.1 omega. Okay, so 0.1 omega. So this is the equation what we are going to get it. So for this particular phi of omega, we need to calculate for different values of omega, because in this particular thing omega is the variable. So we need to put the variable values. Okay, so we need to frame the table. So here up to this particular stage, do you have any doubt? Or else it is clear to you? Because for all the numerical, we need to calculate this particular stage. So do you have any doubt? Means what? Please tell me. Is it clear to you?
Yes,
Is
sir.
it clear? I didn't hear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once we are done this one, so we'll make the two columns. Okay. So what is the two columns? We'll make it like one column is omega column. Okay. So we'll make it two columns. So one is what? Omega column. The second column is phi of omega. So here in this particular thing, okay, omega will start from 0.1. So you calculate what is the angle we get when you substitute the value of omega as 0.1. That means what here and here you need to replace the value of omega, that is 0.1 you need to put, and tell me, anyone of you calculate and tell me what is the phi of omega value will come. Somebody calculate and tell me the answer.
Minus 93.43.
Very good, very good. So minus 93.43, 4 degrees, I will make it as only 1 point, I will take it. So next similarly I can go for 0.5, okay, I can go for 1, I can go for 3, I can go for okay, so I can go for 4.5, I can go for 5, I can go for 6, okay, I can go for 8, and I can go for 10. So like that, so randomly I will take the values. So no, there is no rule of choosing the omega values. These values are chosen randomly. Okay, so you just calculate and complete the table. Let me see, I will give you 2 minutes of time. So all of you calculate and tell me. So what is the value for 0.5? What is the value for 1? Value for 3, 4.5, 5, and 8 and 10. So please check it and tell me, all of you. Completed any one of you? Any one of you completed? So I think you people are doing okay, fine. So here I can see that for 0.5 you'll get minus 106.9 degrees. Here you will get 120 minus 122 degrees 0.2 degrees. Here minus 163 degree you will get, minus 180 degree you will get, minus 184 you will get, and okay, so in this particular for 10 you will get minus 213. So for 8 how much you will get? Can you please tell me?
204.
204, very good. So can I believe that all of you got the same answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we will see that how to plot the Bode plot. Okay. So now we can see this corresponding Bode plot for this particular numerical. Okay. So now can you please confirm me that all of you can able to see this particular graph? See, a real graph sheet I have taken. There is some clarity is missing, but still can you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here in this particular semilog sheet, you can able to see on the top. So here in this particular thing, they are given like a 0. Okay, so not 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 9. After that 9, they have started with 1. So here I can see that 1 once again. Okay, so here once again 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After that once again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this, it is keep on going. So this is the semi-log sheet. Okay, semi-logarithmic sheet we say. So are you familiar with semi-log sheets before, earlier to this one? Are you familiar or not? So okay, so you can do one thing. So I just explain. Okay, so this particular thing. So here one line, okay, one random line you choose. So you make this as 0 line. Okay, so you make this as 0 line. So and after that one, so you can see that there are some bifurcations will be available. So there you can see that they take this one as 20 dB per decibel. So 20 dB per decade, and here 40 dB per decade and 80 dB, 60 dB per decade. Okay, because 60 dB is the maximum value we got. So up to 60 dB per decade, we will mark the positive values. So now after this one, we will connect this particular points to the origin. So here omega equal to 1 is there now. So per decade means, so per 10, so decimal decade, that means what, per 10. So here from 0 to this particular range, if you are traveling, so where I made omega equal to 1 now, so this is the 10th position. So if you're starting from 0.1. So now we will join this particular value, this particular point from 20 dB to 1. So it will become minus 20 dB per decade. Why? Because the slope is varying from higher level to lower level. That means what? Minus in the negative way it is going. That is why I can say that it is minus 20 dB per decade, I can say. It's a clear tube. Similarly, 40 dB, that is minus 40 dB per decade, and 60 dB, that is minus 60 dB per decade. So you just make sure that you are writing this particular diagram. So in the graph sheet, you are drawing this particular lines. Okay. So can you able to write this particular 3 lines after marking this one? Mark it. So if you have, if you don't have a similar sheet, you try on blank paper on your paper. So in that, particular thing, you can make sure that you can write this particular like 1 2 sorry yeah 1 2 3 after that 9 once again 1. So this particular like this you can separate some lines, okay, on your own, and do it. So once you write this all this 1 2 3, then you please inform me. Take your time, do it properly and tell me. So please take it on, all of you. So once you complete, you please tell me. Draw it neatly. One numerical if you understand thoroughly, so all numerical you can understand easily. So have you all taken this particular three lines, three slopes, minus 20 dB per decade, 40 dB, 60 dB? See, this is the initialization process I'm telling. So the exact graph will start later. So once we do this one now, so what exactly will happen is we have to see the magnitude curve. So in the magnitude curve, so your slope, okay, so whatever the slope we consider, that particular slope is having the magnitude of 40 dB initially. Okay, so initially 40 dB line will start. So that is the maximum what you call for the gain. Okay, initial gain is 40 dB. That is what we have taken here. So and then this is a pole. Okay, so j omega, that means what? It indicates a pole. So pole means what? Minus 20 dB per decade is a slope. So now you see that. So when you see this particular line of 20 dB line and this particular line, we take it from the 40 dB. It is 20 dB per decade is the line. So up to where it will consider. So if you consider the initial value is omega equal to 0.1. Okay. So up to omega equal to 2. That means what? Exactly this particular line. Okay, exactly this particular line, up to this particular line, the slope has to continue. You can able to see that from the 40 dB. So in parallel with the minus 20 dB per decade, okay, you can see the two lines are parallel to each other. So it will come like this and it will end in this particular aspect. So omega equal to 2, up to once it reaches omega equal to 2, okay, so line will stop this particular point. So this is the first factor slope we have considered. Do you have any doubt in this? Or you want me to explain once again? So after you taking this particular omega equal to 2, okay, 40 dB per decade, so 20 dB per decade. And after that, we have to consider the next parameter, that is omega equal to 10. So omega equal to 10 means what? Omega equal to 10 here. So I can say that if this is 2, so next immediately what it comes here is this is the 10. So up to this particular stage, from this particular point, the slope has to maintain is 40 dB because minus 20 dB was previous. Now it is minus 20 plus minus plus or minus 20, minus 20, minus 20, minus 40 dB. So here minus 20 dB it is there, no? So in this particular minus 20, minus 20, minus 40 dB, this minus 40 dB per decade slope has to be in parallel with this particular line. See why we written the first three lines, first three slopes, because we are going to take it in a parallel. That is why we have written, because we want the reference. So that is why we written this particular slopes earlier. So now these slopes have nothing to do with our graph. So we want 40 dB per decade. So as a reference, you take this particular slope line in parallel to the 40 dB per decade line, so that you can extend from 2 to 10. 10 to infinity, there is a slope by the factor minus 60 dB per decade. Okay, minus 60 dB per decade. This is the slope value. Is that clear to you? So here this particular minus 60 dB is there, no? So it will end at infinity. So what we do is we will take this one and we will end at this particular point. So any particular random point will stop it. Is that clear to you? So complete this particular portion, all of you. So particular fact, take this particular graph, all of you. So I will written this one. Any doubt here? If you get any doubt, please ask me. Yes, Varshita or Vaishnavi, somebody try to unmute and they were talking something. Tell me.
No difference, sir. Huh?
So is it clear to you? See, we need to plot another. Okay, another one is there. Okay, another what do you call for that? Another curve. Okay, so there is a phase curve. We need to draw it. So phase curve is also similar to like that only. So we'll mark one particular line as 180 degrees. So in this particular thing, I'll rescan it and I'll show you in the next class. So how to plot the phase plot. Okay. So once you plot the phase as well as this one. Okay. So how we get this, I'll tell you. How to find out the stability, I will tell you discuss. Okay, I'll discuss with you. So up to the plotting of magnitude plot, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So last 4 minutes is there. Okay, so I think can mind of the class.